means that 18-year-old Charlie Miller will start his fourth first-team match. He's also been substituted once, having made his debut a year ago at Pittodrie. And the fact that he keeps so many top players out of the side indicates his vast potential. And the referee this afternoon is Mr. Sandy Roy from Aberdeen. So Hibs start the match playing up the Easter Road slope in very fine overhead conditions, but even more important to the players, the playing surface immaculate. As Hibs try to come forward, young Kevin Harper showing lots of enthusiasm, as you might expect early in the match. So a very important Premier Division match this, with both sides now going well in the league, and Hibs determined to be genuine contenders for honours this season. Moore's layoff, McPherson had to hurry. There's Moore again. Now Laudrup. Headed away by Tweed, goes straight to McPherson, who also committed the crime for Hibs supporters of playing for Hearts for a spell. This is Laudrup. He's been given license to go roaming, Laudrup. That's a very awkward ball, and well taken under the bar by Leighton. Now Laudrup starting the match alongside Mark Catley up front. He's been given freedom to wander to both flanks and through the middle. Well, that was certainly clumsy. Miller and Tweed in trouble. There's Catley trying to cash in, and very good defensive awareness shown by David Farrell. Well, he was the man who prevented what looked to be a certain goal there for Rangers. Very intelligent free kick, taken so swiftly there, but Farrell read it all the way. Laudrup plates it in. That's awkward, all right. And under the crossbar, Willie Miller with Charlie Miller. Came off the defender. It's another corner. Well, some concern, I'm sure, felt in that Hibs defence about the balls going across the 6-yard box so readily. A very fine header by Bolly. The goal's been threatened, and Bolly has delivered. 10 minutes gone. The Rangers supporters celebrate, and an inquest among the Hibs defenders. Bolly simply wasn't picked up here, beautifully flighted in by Laudrup, and Bolly hit that with lots of power. It's his second goal in Rangers colours, and thoroughly welcomed by the travelling support from Glasgow. That's Moore, looking for Houstrap. Allowed to control that. Swallowed up well by Leighton, but once again, defending not quite diligent enough yet. As the ball comes across, Houstrap able to turn and fire that in. Houstra's layoff, gets it back. Well, there's casualness in that Hibs defence, which must be a major worry to the Hibs management team. But this ball played in here, scrambled away untidily by Love, giving Houstrap that shooting chance. I don't think he'll be happy at all, Alec Miller, at this stage. There's been too much slackness at the back in particular. Farrell to O'Neill. Willie Miller, and a clash there with Robertson. It's well won by O'Neill for Hibs. This is promising. The cross is a good one. Just too high for Harper at the near post. Well claimed by Gorham in the end. So Bolly breaking very quickly from the back. Michael O'Neill again. Well, he really is enjoying a purple patch in his career at the moment. Always very highly rated by Alec Miller, the Hibs manager. Now justifying that confidence. The head flick on allows Jackson to challenge Bolly. Well, this combination, Kevin Harper and Darren Jackson, is very promising indeed. Harper available again for the throw. Good sleight of foot, it's a fine out swinging cross, and Evans attacking it. So all created there by Kevin Harper. Evans going in bravely for the header. But it's the 18-year-old again causing the problems for the Rangers defence.
attempting the return pass. Bolly was across. The ricochet gives the throw to Hibs. Space here for O'Neill, not picked up by Rangers. That's a very good effort on the run by O'Neill. You can see the intention. Such an excellent two-footed player. And the way he comes inside here, he takes on one defender instantly with that slide of foot and then tries to bend that into the top corner. It's a fine effort. That's Murray. Here's Farrell. Watched carefully there by Moore. Evans is in behind him. He was held. Moore will be booked. It was inevitable. The youngster could not survive any more foul challenges. He acknowledges that as he walks towards the referee. Bit of jersey holding there as Evans got in behind him. So the yellow card for Craig Moore. We'll see why here. Misjudged the bounce there, young Moore, then held the jersey. And a very near thing there for Hibs as Gordon was at full stretch to touch that onto the top of the bar. So a big push towards half-time by Hibs, trying to get back in level terms. Just a minute remaining in the first half. Up goes Hunter. That was Harper. Graham Love's header. Chances of begging inside the Rangers box. And Hibs couldn't take full advantage. Well, from the corner kick, Rangers never got to grips with this at all. Hunter did well initially. Harper teed it up for the header there by Graham Love. There's Neil Murray. Off goes Laudrup on the right. Hasn't had too many chances thrown at the Hibs defence. He has one now, though, taking on Love to the byline. And the young fullback did well. No one in the far post there for Rangers. In fact, Mark Haitley had gone right across to take a short pass from Laudrup. So we've had about a minute of injury time at the end of the first half. A first half in which we've seen some fine football. The Rangers carried more menace in attack, especially early in the match when the Hibs defence was a little bit vulnerable, and Basil Bolly took full advantage. A corner kick in 10 minutes, swept across there by Brian Laudrup, and a powerful header by Bolly is the goal which separates the sides at half-time. It's Hibs 0, Rangers 1. So some very significant alterations made for the start of the second half. Rangers have come out without Dave McPherson, and they have moved Mark Haitley to centre half. Losing out there that ball to Evans, who's tackled brilliantly there by Bolly. That's a clumsy one by Haitley. The free kick's been given right at the edge of the box. It was a very heavy tackle by Haitley in his new position. Ali McCoist is the player who's come on for Rangers. McCoist, wearing number 14, has joined Brian Laudrup in attack. And Dave McPherson has gone off. And here's the move as Evans was tackled superbly there by Bolly, but Evans recovered quickly. Now that was inside the box. Any offence there surely started inside the penalty box. Well now, controversial moment without question. Well, what a dramatic start to the second half. There's Michael O'Neill sliding it across, and the equaliser from Hunter. 1 minute of the second half gone, and Rangers' new defence is punished. Well, the simplest of goals here. Michael O'Neill fighting this across the far post. No one picked up Jordan Hunter properly there, and he squeezed the ball behind. Gandhi got him. So the Rangers captain Richard Gough came limping out there. He has the ice pack for the injury which has made him leave the field early. Here's Harper with Bolly. A dreadful tackle there by Bolly. That was a bad one, all right. Bolly knows it. Young Kevin Harper felt that. And the Hibs supporters chanting off as the referee goes across to Bolly. It's a yellow card. But it was very fine play there by young Kevin Harper. There was no way Bolly was allowing him to go past. O'Neill fighting that in beyond Harper. the alteration made has been to put Weir into the right-hand side of midfield. Hamilton's going to the holding role. There he is now in that new position vacated by Farrell. This is O'Neill. Very quick feet, Michael O'Neill. The ball forward, gets it back from Charlie Miller. Now Robertson. Away from Miller. Loudrop's going to cross, to overload on the left there. Here's Robertson, this is promising for Rangers. And Willie Miller did well. So the corner kick taken there by Loudrop. Well won by Brian Hamilton under severe pressure from Haitley. Swept away by Miller, returned by McCall. And almost a chance there for McCoist. Uncertainty there again in the centre of the Hibs defence. Jim Leighton did well, and Harry McCoist almost got a vital touch here. It broke awkwardly. Caught in two minds, Willie Miller, and it was Leighton who solved the problem for Hibs. Space here for Hamilton. Unlucky stumble at a vital moment. What a very important interception that was by Love, and here's McGraw onside. Chance for Hibs. There's Stephen Tweed. Well, by his standards, an awful header. Laid on his head. Beautifully here by Mark McGraw. Rangers defence, all at sea here. Well, Hibs fans greatly encouraged by this second half performance. McCoy's got a touch, but it's through to Love for Hibs. That's for Harper. Bolly wants Gorham to come for this. So back it goes to McCall for Rangers. Charlie Miller has gone well forward in this move. Now is dropped back to take a pass from Loudrop, if Loudrop so chooses. He's brought down by Hamilton. Well, Hibs players trying very hard to avoid Loudrop working up to full pace. He's immensely quick with the ball at his feet, Loudrop, and Hamilton recognised that, committed that foul. Chance for Miller! He found a gap inside the area. There have been these dreadful lapses by the Hibs defence, allowing space. Brian Loudrop made them pay almost there. It's a very good volley, just too high. The offside flag up again against Mark McGraw. Haitley playing it long, looking for Housetrap. He wins it there for McCoist. And a great save there by Leighton. Now that was quite outstanding. The snapshot from McCoist. Now look at this again. The head flicked on from House with a good one. That snapshot catching Leighton almost off balance. It was a great save. So 10 minutes of the match left. Hibs trying to come forward, but that was a timely reminder there, delivered by McCoist, that his eye for goal is still as sharp as ever. O'Neill, and now Weir. Right through the gap it goes to O'Neill, and a fine saving tackle once again by Basil Bowley. He's congratulated there by Gorham, and little wonder. O'Neill made a great run here, picked out brilliantly by Weir. This was superb play, but Bowley was there at the vital moment. Well, he's made one or two great tackles this afternoon, Bowley. None better than that, though, from O'Neill. The header by Kevin Harper. Hibs take the lead, and young Kevin Harper caps a superb performance. But again, serious question marks defensively. Kevin Harper's second goal of the season, and he won this brilliantly ahead of Gorham, who committed himself off his line. The in-swinger from Michael O'Neill showing his two-footedness. Harper up for that powerful header, and Hibs are ahead with just 8 minutes left. Walter Smith very animated there, not happy about things, trying to adjust his team, trying to attract the attention of Housetrap. Haitley's back up front. The
back four is now Murray, Moore, Bolly and Robertson. Played forward there by Hallström. Played across there by Harper. To Evans, here's Hamilton. And now Love. Tracked there by Laudrup, who didn't make contact with the tackle. Here's Harper again. Great cross there, and well won by Bolly as Evans came in. Well, Hibs a little bit stretched out at the back after that fine attack. Laudrup's away from O'Neill. Love was caught upfield there in that Hibs attack. This is Laudrup again. Hunter goes in strongly there on McCoy. That's Love's clearance. Back it goes from Moore. Well, Rangers now 6 minutes to avoid the first away league defeat of the season. There goes Evans, caught by Bolly, and Bolly is going off. Basil Bolly will be ordered off for a second booking for that tackle on Evans. A red card for Bolly. And the drama is never ending here in Easter Road. There's the tackle. Evans was much too quick for him. Bolly went in heavily. Well, he should have known better. A very experienced international defender. The 45 minutes of the second half are over. We're into stoppage time now. There's been a bit of that in the second half. A little bit of injury time. Interesting enough. From Basil Bolly, but there goes the final whistle. Not much time added on. It's been a great fight back in the second half by Hibs. They started off with that golden goal, and then Kevin Harper brought Easter Road a light to the Hibs supporters with that superb header to cap a truly magnificent display, appreciated thoroughly by these Hibs supporters. Hibs right back in the league race. Gordon Hunter, their number 6, put them on the way with that goal in the first minute of the second half. Rangers, though, unlucky with injuries, and then unlucky to see Basil Bolly being ordered off for his second booking late in the match. The final score, Hibernian 2, Rangers 1.
I felt that we played very well. I mean, Rangers are the team that I think we've all got to beat to try and win the league. They've come here today, and I felt after the initial 10 minutes of the game we dominated without scoring, and then they scored off a set play which we weren't pleased about. But in the second half, I think Hibs took the game to Rangers and thoroughly deserved to win.
Michael O'Neill, what particular qualities do you think he has that makes him such an outstanding player?
Well, first of all, he's got the sensible part that every Irish person has to a certain extent. I'm not like me saying that, but and he's a player that doesn't like to be rigidly held down in any position to a certain extent. He likes freedom from the area of the park that you're allowing him to play from. And I think this season Michael has matured. He's an emotional player, and we're trying to curb that side of the game a wee bit, because that side of the game got him in problems earlier in last season and also the latter part of last season. So this season we've spoken to him, we've really worked hard on him.
Coming to Hibs was probably the best thing I've done in my career, you know, and Alec Miller deserves a lot of credit for taking me here, because I think, you know, a lot of people maybe saw it as a gamble on his part, but it's nice to be able to repay him in some way.
Do you appreciate being more involved in the play into a more central midfield role?
Definitely, yes. I think that given the responsibility and, you know, being told that I am a key player in the side, it's something that I thrive on. So when I'm playing in the centre, it's up to me. Whether it determines whether I play well or whether I don't is entirely up to me.
And bearing in mind that Hibs are without 4 of their first-team regulars, that must be a very pleasing victory indeed for them, Derek.
It's been a great start to the season by him.
From Celtic.